7 Series, went on to go to the Challenger Series, winning all legs there, and then won their way through onto the World Series proper, and also had previously qualified for the Paris Olympics, where they came up with a fantastic 6th place result. I know they were disappointed to lose the 5th place playoff, but it's the sign of fantastic things to come, and I think we can expect to see a real masterclass from Lu Juan's team and Rex Wang. So there they are, the China ladies team in that familiar red strip. Singapore playing in their change strip shirts with their white jerseys. So China will be playing from right to left. And the big China flag there. Lots of hometown support here as we get this game underway. Big high hanging kick, and immediately well taken by Singapore, but they're under all sorts of pressure now, 6 or 7 meters off their own line. Some really good driving play there from China, staying on their feet through the contact, but giving the penalty away. Singapore bring this ball back quickly on their good driving play. Oh, and a great jackal there from Kang. And that is an early score for Gao, number 77. This is her first season on the Asian 7 Series. And she stated that her favourite rugby player is Michaela Blyde, one of the Black Ferns, an Olympic gold medal winners, and Juliette Liao there from the Hebei club. Just wide with the conversion, but China out to a very early 5 points in the lead over Singapore. Same kick, high and hanging onto the 22, forcing Singapore to go back and play from deep, and China have come up with that ball loose on the floor there. And they've got players to burn here. And into the hands of Chen, and that is an easy score. High hanging kick, as I said there, deep into the 22, which was going to force Singapore to play from deep, and they made the mistake, and China came up with the ball. And Juliette Liao not the greatest kick there. So 10 points to 0. China ladies are out to an early lead. Shorter kick this time. Well taken there by Ong for Singapore. So Singapore pushing this ball across the face of their own 22. Good tackle there on Min. But some strong work, and the pressure showing there. Kicking a ball that they really should have held on to. Oh, hard line there, and a great run around there from Kang. And a great score there for Superma. She's from the Jiangsu club, and she is one of the Olympians who ran out at the Stade Francais, the Paris Olympics. Absolutely fantastic event for the sport of rugby sevens, both men's and women's. All 3 days played in front of 80,000 fans. Popular wins for New Zealand in the women's, and obviously the home side France winning the men's. So 15-0, 3 tries, and still 2.5 minutes to go to half time. Commanding start. Good take there by Lily Sim. Fighting hard there. Some really good defence here from the China team. So quickly taken line out there and disrupted by Singapore, but in the process knocking it on, so the referee brings it back for the scrummage. So Kang Tian with the feed to this scrummage. She clears the ball away to Liao. Dudu gets the ball out to Gao. She's in for her second try and China's fourth. Sorry, that was not Gao, that was Chen. But a really good finish. Just simple first phase play. Hands across and the face of the posts, and just sprang the extra person wide on the outside. So this is a fairly chastening first half for the Singapore ladies team. 20 points to 0. 4 tries and still some time to go, so there will be a kick. This one high, hanging just outside the 22. Well taken again by Ong. Gets the ball off to a teammate. But so much pressure and heat coming from the China team. Now Singapore, as the hooter goes, putting the ball on the toe. Chen comes back. Oh, some good work there as that big long ponytail of hers flashing around in the wind. Liao with some really good footwork there. And now Gao with that pace on the outside. She literally just put the afterburners on and ran all the way round for her second try and China's fifth. 25 points to 0 just on the hooter, so a fantastic first half for China women. They've obviously shown some real intent, having won the first leg of the Asian 7 series and wanting to put on a show for the Hangzhou crowd. They bring in 6 Olympians, and that is not Liao's finest hour with that kick. Barely made it a few inches off the ground, and that is half time. 25 points to 0. This is a tough ask for the Singapore ladies team. They have to realise that they are playing against one of the better teams in World Sevens rugby and women's rugby. as I say, up against 6 Olympians, and a number of these women will almost certainly see time on the World 7 Series later this year, where they'll be taking on the likes of Charlotte Kaslik, Michaela Blythe, Georgia Miller, and in the background the stadium announcer is getting the local crowd revved up. At 5-0. I'm not sure they need too much, but big China flag flying there. The China with the red flag with the 5 stars. Big waves, lots and lots of home support here. As I say, a really good start. Lu Yuan, the coach there, still demanding more. He knows that they will have much, much tougher games as they go through this tournament, taking on the likes of Japan and even Hong Kong, who ran them hard in the pool games last week. And again in the final, that at half-time in the final, Hong Kong posted a really credible, only a 14-7 deficit, but in the end China ran out pretty substantial winners. But as I say, they really are the gold standard in women's rugby in Asia. So deep kick into the 22, and she just puts her toe down there. Dodo, and absolutely just a little goose step and then foot on the gas. Another one of the Olympians made a debut on the Asian 7 Series in 2020 from the Jiangsu club. And Juliette Liao nails the first conversion, so 32 points to 0. A fantastic individual try there from inside her own 22 by Dodo. So Liao, with China now playing from left to right. A high hanging kick, a little bit shorter. China get hands to it, but the crumbs were picked up by Singapore there. Some good work, and under incredible pressure there. Every facet of play, this China ladies team really making them play hard. And wide out, that is a hat-trick for number 77, Gao. Just a small mistake there in the midfield from Singapore. It's literally just the absolute pressure that China women are exerting both sides of the ball here. Oh, that's a really good strike. But the ball just hanging out to the right and slightly short. But 37 points to 0 with 5 minutes to go. A little bit of miscommunication there on the call for the kick between Ong and Ung. So it will be a throw-in to Singapore. Beverly Sim with the Wanderers Club. With the throw in here, doubling round to the front. Just managing to stay in field. Chanel Weng with a good pass there. Beverly Sim getting swamped in the tackle there. Good discipline from the China defence. Ball onto the toe there, and it's ended up on a high tackle there, which was pretty tough. There was a high tackle because that all happened within about 12 inches of the ground. But correctly adjudged, the arm was round the neck, and Rex Wang now ringing the changes, bringing on Po, Ong and Tan. 2 from the BAC club and 1 from Bedok Kings. So Nicole Tan with the tap. Singapore playing a lot behind the gain line as this pressure from this defence line of China just keeps steadily marching forwards, but they've given away an infringement there. Singapore play the ball away quickly. It's gone wide there. Oh, great hands wide out there. Just flirting with that touch line, but managed to stay in field. Wang, the ball. Oh, and Wang, Wan Yu with a great finish. A veteran of the Asian 7 Series, first played in 2016, and also one of the Olympians that I keep mentioning. This has been a day to remember for Singapore. Rarely will they play against so many talented players on the Asian 7 Series. It's a fantastic experience for them. So 44 points to 0, still 2 minutes to go. I'm sure that China will want to finish off with a clean sheet. High hanging ball. It's ended up in the hands of Han Jun. Makes good progress, pumping her legs down this left flank. As China now mercilessly turning the screw, and a great inside-outside for Chen. And a really good finish there. Just one-on-one skills there to die for. First inside, then outside. And really, really tough to defend somebody when they're given space like that on the outside. And the kick was good. So I believe that score should be 51 points to 0, although we're showing on screen as 49-0. As China come back for more. It's been relentless from them. And that's another fantastic kick, high and hanging, and accidental offside there. Han did well to knock it back, but then it cannoned off her teammate and back into her. So accidental offside, so as the hooter goes. Samantha Teo with the feed for Singapore. Can Singapore salvage just one final score from this game? Oh, great step through. She'll need some help there. High tackle, and looks like the referee calling for the TMO. This could be a big call and could have implications. If it's deemed to be head-high contact, it could possibly be a red card, which will mean suspensions. But I imagine we are probably, at a minimum, looking at a yellow card here. Obviously, no malice intended within the challenge, but it nonetheless was a high shot. Thankfully, the Singapore player back to her feet, and we've got no news from the TMO whatsoever. So we're all waiting with bated breath. First time the TMO's been called on today. So we here in the stadium are not hearing any of the TMO to ref communications, and adjudged as a yellow card. So China will see out the rest of this game with only 6 players, but thankfully not a red card. So there'll be no further price to pay in the tournament. So Samantha Teo comes away with the ball. It's swept onto by Chen, but adjudged to have come in from an offside position. So Singapore get one more go. On the ball, almost dropped into the hands of Gao there, but it was a knock on, and so that will be the end of the game. 51 points to 0. The impressive China women's team run out winners. It was an absolutely superlative win by the China ladies. I'm sure that they will be tested far more in the coming games throughout the tournament, but they are off to an absolutely fine start in Pool C. Coming up, they will have games against Thailand and Kazakhstan. So the next game up is the Japan women versus the UAE. So again, the Japan women over the years have set the gold standard for women's sevens in Asia. They also are on the HSBC to put on a show for their home team. And here they come. Some fantastic athletes here in this China women's team. Both teams huddling up. There's the China team. Some pretty stern words there from Kazakhstan, number 10, Koishibayeva. Lots of calls of Guyao in the background here. Kan Tian with a good take, and a little bit of a sloppy mistake there from China. Juliet Liao. You don't often see mistakes like that from China. Big, tall, number 12 for Kazakhstan, Kruchin Kina, on the tight head side of this scrummage, as Drobovskaya, oh, she steps inside, and an immediate score for Drobovskaya for Kazakhstan. Silences the crowd, and there's a real spring in her step there. And not a good kick there. Not a good kick at all by Becker. So 5-0. So uncharacteristic mistake, and China needing to wake themselves up here. Great fight there to stay in from the touchline by Xiao. Some good work there by Kang. And off she goes again. Good offload inside there. China not panicking, just staying calm, in control. Oh, and a fantastic finish there by Zhou. So the equalising score there. China just remained calm, but some really, really good work there by Zhou earlier on in the move. She looked like she was threatened to be bundled out into touch. Looks like she's carrying somewhat of a knee injury. Heavily strapped on her right knee. Oh, fantastic kick for the extras. Chen Kei showing why she is an Olympian. So 7-5, normality has been restored. Oh, high hanging kick, but well fielded by Kazakhstan. She takes on the line there, sets up a ruck, gives everyone a target. Here she is, Kruchin Kina. Kazakhstan looking a little bit more alive in this game than they did against Thailand. Drobovskaya gets scragged there. Pikujina. She is Kruchinkina. It's kind of python-like grip about this China defence here. Ball ends up on the floor, but yeah, just slightly going forward. So China really putting the pressure on. Almost, as I said, like the coils of a python, just slowly constricting Kazakhstan. Seven 5. 2 minutes to go to half-time. Kang Tien with the feed to this scrummage. She clears the ball away to Liao. Dodo. She keeps going, driving hard, but gets run out. So skipper Dodo tried to use her pace to get around the outside, but just got run into touch there. So Drobovskaya with the feed to this line out. Looks like it's going to be an underhand. They're now behind their own line. Kick the ball and it's gone infield. Drobovskaya with a really good chase there. Some good work there from Dodo. Chen has to go back in. Kazakhstan just managing to put enough pressure on China to force some errors. It's going to be interesting to see how the fitness of these two sides lines up. It was only a few weeks ago that 6 of these China ladies were in Paris at the Olympics. They've been eating rice and drinking beer ever since. They should be in pretty good shape. A decent show and go there, but just losing the ball on the floor. So one last chance. One last chance for China to assert some dominance before half-time. As they break to the right here. Dodo with a really good run there. Really good intervention there. Standing over the ball, Becker. Be interesting to see whether they play away from here or just take the 7-5 at half-time. So decent work there. I said before the game that Fabian Juries would need to have gotten his ladies far more intense in this game, and they've come out looking much better in this half, which is really good to see.
团队，哈萨克斯团队，谢谢。
中国跟哈萨克斯坦没写啊，现在有啊，应该还有10场吧。女子组。
So in their first game, China managed to put 51 points on Singapore. And at half-time here, a much tighter affair. Only 7 points to 5 in the lead. And some good heads-up play there, just poking it forward, trying to catch Kazakhstan unawares. But as Kazakhstan break away Grashina, and there she is, Kruchinkina, Drobovskaya. Without doubt, Kazakhstan look far more up for this game than they did the first game. Teleganova carries it into contact but gets scragged. And Zhao. Oh. We need to support her here. She's not going to get to the line. But some mazy running there from Juliet Liao. Playing advantage. Digs the ball out. Yan drives hard at the line and they come back against the grain here. Chen. Now wide out. Yang Feifei. With the proper go-ahead score. 12-5, kick to come. So Chen Kei is good with the conversion, 14-5. So a little bit brighter start to this second half from China coming onto the field. Gao. Replacing Yu Chen. Oh, that's a great high hanging kick. Oh, well won there by Supermar. China moving this ball well from right to left. Teleganova almost getting caught offside there. Dodo rips the ball. Yan puts the ball on the toe. Now it's a foot race. Really good work chasing back there from Tatiana Kruchinkina. And now China swing it back to the other coast. Into the hands of Supermar. Dodo, the captain. Oh, and a fantastic pass there. Yan to Chen. Chen Ke-yi. That was an absolutely fantastic pass there by Yan Mei-ling. Chen with the opportunity to convert her own try here. Just asking the referee what's on the shot clock. Just trying to compose herself. So 21-5, they've opened up this lead. So some changes here for China. Again, just making sure that they protect their better players for the rest of the games to come. So some good footwork there, opening up the space. For Chen Ying. Some really good footwork that brought two defenders onto her, and she knew that if somebody ran with a hard line off her, which they did, there would be space. Good score. Chen Ying being asked to attempt the conversion. Not the most conventional way of doing it, but it sails straight down the middle, and 100% kicking so far. 4 tries, 4 conversions. China 28, Kazakhstan 5. So Katerina Savina just drops that one cold. There's about a minute to play. So these are what we would probably call the championship minutes in a game. The last few minutes of each half. And this is where China are really showing their class. Skipper Dodo there from the Jiangsu club. As we've said, she's skipper for the day, an Olympian in Paris. And she passes the ball off to Juliette Liao, who nails the conversion. 35 points to 0. There'll be time for one more kickoff. So after going behind a shock 5 points to 0, China have come back and scored 35 unanswered points so far. And that's a huge punt straight down the middle. China chasing back. And Gao decides to end the game there, and 35 points to 5, but a much, much better showing from the ladies from Kazakhstan. So we're going to see a replay of some of the tries here. Chen scoring that one. Great work, and that was a fantastic pass to Chen there from Yan Mei Ling.
女士们、先生们，本场比赛结束，比赛结果是35-5。
Up next is the team Hong Kong, China. Assistant referee.
助理裁判。
Greg. Assistant referee.
助理裁判。
Kazuya.
So this is it, the big game at the end of the day that the crowd has been waiting for. Dodo leads out her team.
身穿红色运动服的是中国队，身穿黄色运动服的是泰国
The
队。
China team back in their primary red jerseys, just doing some breath work there. The Thai ladies in their yellow and navy blue jerseys. This is it, the two unbeaten sides in Pool C so far, but the overwhelming favourites, I would have to say, are China. So kicking off are Thailand, playing from left to right in this first half into this breeze. But a good catch there by Joe. And there's a deathly hush has come over the stadium. Really good run there by Yan Mei Ling. So Dodo, the skipper, really good tackle on the cutback there from Thailand. Yan Mei Ling on this wide outside. Chen Kai fighting hard there. No clearing away from the tackle there. Dodo with a fantastic release in the contact there. Oh, almost an intercept, but the ball ends up in the hands of Dodo, who scores the first try from the skipper. First played in the Asian 7 Series in 2020. Portia Woodman is her favourite her favourite player actually is Chen Kei, who's taking that fantastic conversion. China 7-0 over Thailand. So Chen Kei will kick this ball off, having just nailed a fantastic conversion. High short kick, batted back by Thailand, but it drops straight into the hands of Yang Fei. Well, the AR has adjudged that that was actually a knock-on, so no score. The try is scrubbed off. Still 7 points to nil. Thailand with the feed at this scrummage. Witiyaron Nayut with the feed. Clears the ball away from the scrummage. Kicks it deep, nose sweeper at home. And she really does have some pace. So Thailand ranging this ball out. Really giving it a go here. Oh, good run there by Meechaw. Offside. So calling for the scrummage. So China slowly making their way in here. So in the men's pools, Korea managed to pull themselves up into second place to qualify for the Cup semi-final, where they will play Japan. And Hong Kong, China will play China in the men's. So just pushing the ball forwards there. Thailand certainly not overawed in this game. 5 minutes down and 7 points to nil. But China have the feed. This is all important scrummage. So some real good work there from the China team. Yang Fei, the try scorer, playing at half-back. Thailand have come away with this ball, trying to get wide on the outside. So Jai Jarim. So China opt for the scrummage here. Just inside their own half. Oh, good left foot step there, or right foot step there. Trying to keep the ball moving. Trying to keep it out of contact there. Chen Yu. Oh. Oh. Great work there from Yang, but a poor pass onto the shoulder. Thailand come away with the ball. Still very much in this game as they bring this ball out to the left edge. All their players. But China now caught offside. So the hoot has gone and Thailand opt to tap it and kick it into touch. And that's 7-0 to China. Probably a good move for the Thai ladies there, as Huan Kid was down on her haunches receiving some treatment. But Jai Jarim there, scragged to the floor. It's been a real game of attrition here. Just the one score scored by Yang Feifei. Thai coach Shinomiya is in there remonstrating, telling these Thai girls that they have an opportunity to do something very special here. As we've said multiple times today, the China squad contains no less than 6 Olympians who were recently in Paris. So 7 minutes to go, and Chen Kei bounces the ball, gives the signal as to what this kick will be. It's deep onto the 22, well fielded by Thailand. They now move the ball across. Some good footwork to get herself out of some trouble there. Huan Kid and China pick up the scraps. Oh, great ball there, great wide ball. Chen Yu, Wan Mei Ling. Oh, getting Chen Kei getting the return pass there. Yang Feifei clearing the ball away. And Dodo with the show and go. This is a real captain's knock, scoring a second try. Great score there from the skipper. Chen Kei. So the kick's good, 14 points to 0, 5 minutes to go. Thailand really need to show some grit and determination here. A really high hanging kick there. Drops into the hands of the Thai ladies. And all that Chen can do is shepherd her. So that's Witayaron Nayut with a great score for the Thai ladies. She's from the Nakhon Ratchasima club. Some fantastic work there. Let's cut the deficit to 9 points. Fantastic bit of opportunism. Big cheers of Jai Yao ringing out around the stadium now as the crowd tries to inspire this China team. Oh, and an uncharacteristic mistake there by Yan Mei Ling. Thailand didn't really seem to be given an advantage there for what was a clear knock-on. So scrambling back, Zhou Yan there, and I feel a little bit sorry for Thailand there. There was a blatant knock-on from the kickoff, and Thailand didn't really seem to gain much advantage and then got penalised with a penalty. So unless it was for foul play, it seems a little bit harsh that would happen, and they've coughed up the score. So Chen Yu with the conversion, which slides wide, but now China out to a 19 points to 5 lead over Thailand with just over 2 minutes to go in this all-important Pool C game, which, if the scores remain the same, oh, the ball, and that is one player you do not want a bounce like that to drop into the hands of, and that is China skipper Dodo in for a hat-trick. And at 24-5 with a kick to come, I think that puts this final match of Pool C beyond doubt. So Chen Yu nails the extras, 26-5 with just over a minute to go. So some substitutions being made for Thailand. So just a minute to go. China is yet unbeaten through the 2 days of the Korean tournament and day one of this tournament here at home in China. And some fast feet again from skipper Dodo. Springs Gao free on the right wing, and a big smile there as she finishes that off. And with about 7 seconds to go. Chen Yu is asking what the shot clock is and how long she has. So that is wide, so 31 points to 5. China run out winners to top Pool C. So a fantastic performance there from Thailand. They really did make China play in that game. And a fantastic score there for Team Thailand. That was immediately struck back. And so here we have it. This is the
Hong Kong, China, and China, two my favorite teams.
big matchup. Chloe Chan leading out this Hong Kong side. Chloe is from the Valley Club in Hong Kong,
Here is
and
the
she
final
is
competition for the
matching up against Dodo, the China captain, number 15 from Jiangsu. And Dodo was one of
two teams from Hong Kong, China, and China is in red. Hong Kong, China in blue.
So Dodo was one of 6 of the China women's team who played in the Paris Olympics and had a fantastic sixth place
Wow, the competition is about to begin. I'm so thrilled.
position. So I can see Hong Kong have
Wow.
lost
All the audience
Vivian
is very
Poon.
cheerful.
for this, so Stephanie Chan will get this game underway.
It's about to begin. High pitch kick.
So Chloe Chan, the skipper, knocks that ball back and just monstered into touch there. Winnie Siu. So the tail gunner in this line out for Hong Kong. Well, the line out throw is by Kang Tian. Oh, and a great take there. So Dodo. Oh, and just sheer pace. Chen Yu with the opening score, just showing the pace and power that this China women's team have. So she gets the opportunity to convert her own try here. So good skills there. 7 points to 0. China leading Hong Kong, China. So Chen Yu, that's her first year on the Asian 7 Series here. So there's a real buzz in the stadium here. Oh, and a good take there by Stephanie Chan to Chloe Chan, and then Grace Hood. Some good work there by Abigail. And Chloe Chan to Grace Hood. Oh. And Hong Kong lose the ball in the close contact, referee playing advantage. Dodo with a wide pass. And there she is, inside, outside, skills and pace. Try number 2 for Chen Yu. Big, big cheers from the crowd, Molly.
Yes, right, I'm so excited. 12 for China. And all the audience is very cheerful to cheer for Chinese team.
Also the China women's team.
Right.
This is the Asian 7 Series, so only with Asian sides.
Right.
There is actually a World Series that has the 12 best teams in the world, and China qualified for that last year.
Right.
So this is not even China's best team playing here.
So you can see the power from the Chinese team.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm very confident about our team.
I would expect nothing less with 1.2 billion people to choose from. China should have a very good team.
Of course.
But,
and also, no matter rugby or basketball, Chinese girls always perform very well in a competition.
Swimming, diving,
yeah,
gymnastics.
Swimming, diving.
So
everything.
Gracie Hood fighting hard, but still deep inside the Hong Kong 22. And Winnie Siu there, a judge to have not released the ball on the floor. And Kang Tian gets the ball, and the ball off the shins there of Chen Yu. As we said, Hong Kong very much under pressure here, but the ball has broken for them here, and Sunday Ho eventually ends up with the ball, getting it to Stephanie Chan. As I said, this is a real juxtaposed position from previous, because China have brought in 6 of their best players in the world.
Yes.
Hong Kong are actually without some of their best players because they're playing in a tournament in Dubai on the 15-a-side version of the game, where they are carrying the flag for Asian Rugby at the Women's WXV Division 3. So
pretty
Stephanie Chan hacks the ball forwards, but the ball breaks, and China skipper Dodo picks it up.
Wow.
And now they swing it out
Passing the ball to another.
to the right-hand side.
Still we have
Great tackle by Gracie Hood.
Wow, what happened? Oh.
China keep control of the ball and now bring it to midfield.
Still
Supermar
12 scores lead.
and giving away the penalty. So small foothold. Stephanie Chan, the play marker, drops it off to Gracie Hood. Good ball there, and skipper Chloe Chan getting swamped in the tackle, but she's looking after the ball. And Hong Kong China get another penalty here, so a slight momentum shift, and skipper Chan calls for the scrummage.
Still 1 minute left.
So Etta Wong goes quickly after China had infringed. Chloe Chan, the skipper, to Hood. She plays a pretty direct game that gets dispossessed by Ma. And here is the speedster.
So thrilling right now.
She's scragged to the ground by Sunday Ho. As we said, another one of the Gaiwu representatives. Gaiwu, the absolute backbone of Hong Kong China women's rugby. And a kick pass that is just going to bobble out, and that is half time. So 12 points to nil. That's a really fighting half of rugby for Hong Kong China. They've been massively under pressure there, Molly.
Actually, no matter what, which team wins, we'll be very thrilled because they all belong to China.
It's a win for China, whoever wins.
No matter which team wins, they all win for China.
So what we can say is we'll definitely be hearing the China national anthem before the women's final, because either Hong Kong China or China will be through.
Yeah.
So 2 good scores there from Chen Yu. And
so now we have like 2 minutes break, and we will have the competition for the next half part.
Correct. So Andy Vilk is the...
I immerse myself in this kind of atmosphere, I love this feeling very much.
So the Hong Kong China coach for the women's team is Andy Vilk, who played sevens rugby for England and Great Britain.
Wow.
Would have played probably at the Olympics in Rio 2016. Was certainly built on the fantastic work of previous women's coach Ian Monaghan, and taken them forward. Some of the defensive plays that that Hong Kong have are now much stronger, and the team manager for the Hong Kong China women's team, former Wales international Paul John.
So Cookie, do you know like the main difference between rugby, the British rugby and American rugby? Do you have some recommendations?
Rugby is rugby, but obviously American football, if that's what you... American football is a completely different game. So the game of rugby union as we're playing here, you have to pass the ball backwards. You can't throw it forwards, which is one of the main differences that you can do in NFL. So we start the second half.
Right.
Left to right now, China in their familiar red jerseys get the second half underway. Skipper Chloe Chan makes a good catch, and here she comes, Maggie Ao Young. And unfortunately giving the penalty away, and immediately off and running is Gao. But she gets the return pass there. And with just over 20 seconds on the clock in the second half, Hong Kong China concede. Some great interplay here from the China team. And a good score there from Gao. Her favourite player is Michaela Blyde from the New Zealand Black Ferns. And the conversion is just wide of the left-hand upright. So in 2 weeks ago in the final, it was 14-7 at half-time to China.
Wow.
But by the end of the game, the superior pace and fitness of China blew the score out to be quite significant. So I know Hong Kong will want to hang on here. Another good take from Chloe Chan, but again, China with a fantastic counter ruck. And now just fluidly moving the ball to the right flank, steps inside, And for her second try of the half here,
22 right now.
number 77, Gao. This is her debut season on the Asian Sevens series, debut season, and the conversion is good. So 24 points to 0. And fantastically, we're being brought some coffee to keep us going.
Right. Being more thrilled to watch the game.
So Hong Kong, China ringing the changes. Chloe Chan, Stephanie Chan making way.
For China.
Clearly Andy Vilk has probably decided that he wants to save the players for the third, fourth place playoff. It's absolutely a mountain to climb, 24 points to 0 with only 4.5 minutes, but a poor restart there from China. So Hong Kong have a free kick back on halfway. Yes. Etta Wong will take this free kick, and Hong Kong just calming themselves, looking at a set move. Feints left and then goes right. Oh, and that's a really hard line from Maki Hao Young. She's without doubt the most combative player in the Hong Kong team.
Aww.
But a really big tackle on Jamie Burke there. And Hao Young gets the ball to Burke. And high tackle there from the referee. So Hao Young goes straight, looking for a weak shoulder. And China on their feet. Hong Kong penalised again. And here she goes for the hat-trick. So 3 tries is called a hat-trick in rugby.
Okay.
And so a hat-trick
try there.
Thank you for educating us. So yeah, 3 tries. So
I feel like,
as I feared, the China team now is opening up, and a fantastic kick there. 31 points to 0 with 2.5 minutes to go. Phil will really want these Hong Kong ladies to put in the work in this last couple of minutes.
Right.
Do everything they can to not concede and possibly score again. And knock on, and the referee's playing advantage. And Dodo rips a fantastic pass there and gets the return from Gao. As we said, already 3 tries on the board for Gao in this second half.
Oh my gosh.
And a great tackle there from Hao Young.
Still in the hands of Chinese.
Hao Young has been a fantastic servant of the Tigers Rugby Club in Hong Kong, as Kang Tien just
5 scores.
Splits the defence there. She just showed the ball to the outside and then just brought it back in.
The attacker scores the first, passes the ball in the other side's ball to touch ground, which is a score of 5.
So 38. Oh no, that was missed. So 36.
38.
So a really commanding second half performance where China have scored 26 points.
Wow.
Setting themselves up for a final. So Maggie Hao Young got that ball.
Chinese team.
And so Gao absolutely putting Hong Kong to the sword there. Try number 4 in this second half. And a big, big chase there from the Hong Kong defence.
5,
But
4, 3,
43
2,
points
1. Time is
have
up.
been shipped. And that's a decent looking kick.
Full
But away. And
43.
China will get one more opportunity. Just in front of us, we can see injured Hong Kong player Vivian Poon, unable to play any part in today's events. And that looked like a knock-on by China. Hong Kong one last opportunity.
Oh.
But unfortunately going backwards here. Not only is the attack from China devastating, their defence is fairly suffocating. Yet to concede a point so far this weekend. Oh, Maggie Ao Yung again competing for all she's worth. On a loose ball, but well picked up there by Wong Si Ying. Oh, and China dispossess Hong Kong. Yan Mei-ling slips the ball out. And Hong Kong, oh sorry, China, fantastic handling skills. First inside, then outside. She has the skills, the pace, and try number 5 for Gao Xiao Yang. And all 5 of her tries coming in the second half. It's a pretty amazing feat to score 5 tries in 7 minutes of sevens rugby. And Juliet Liao.
I hope the margin would be that big, actually.
And it's 48 points to 0.
Right.
An absolutely fantastic win there for China, putting a real line underneath their dominance in this.
Do you think that's fantastic?
Yeah, it's a. I'm all about seeing good skill, and the China ladies are a very skillful, well organised.
And I am so impressed by their speed and flexibility today.
Yeah.
And they are always, you know, their condition, they're always moving and know what they're doing. But I'm afraid the margin wouldn't be that too big.
Yeah, no, that was a absolutely commanding performance. Absolutely commanding performance by the China women, and showing why they are currently the #1 ranked team. we go.
Here we go.
The big game.
Right.
Japan versus China women. China women, red hot favourites. Skipper Dodo from Jiangsu.
Near to Hangzhou, actually.
Number 15 in the front of the line, wearing the familiar red. And the China women all smiles. So far, they have been absolutely supreme across both days. And both sets of ladies make their way out, flanked by ball boy and ball girls.
From both countries.
It's awesome to see. And Asia's #1 sevens referee, Craig Chan, will be taking charge of this game. So China in their familiar red.
China in red, yes,
and
right. Japan in white.
So being a final, we will be having the anthems. Second time we get the People's Republic of China anthem. First for Hong Kong men.
And the anthem of Japan.
奏日本国歌。
We now get on with the business end of the competition and what the crowd have come here waiting for. The China women's team packed with 6 of their Olympians from Paris, and so a real uphill struggle for the Japan team here. China have been absolutely supreme all weekend and will want to finish this off with a big win here this afternoon in front of their adoring home crowd here in Hangzhou.
Final competition is about to.
And so kicking off from right to left, China in their familiar red shirts, Japan in their change white shirts.
Yes.
So big things expected of this China women's team.
Chinese team.
High hanging kick. China just managed to recover that. Great work. Dodo rips the ball infield.
Whoa.
And no one at home. And a big chase on here.
Wow. Chinese team has already held the ball. Oh, still moving. Wow.
And offside there. Great play. And an early score there from Wang Wanyu. Again, some good heads-up play there, putting the ball on the toe. But Wang Wanyu there just forcing her way through. And referee Craig Chan on hand. So the roof about to go off the stand that we were in here. So Chen Kei.
So right now China scored 5.
Great attempt. So try scorer and Chen Kei, both Olympians in Paris.
Wow.
Cannot stress the quality of this China women's team, who will be playing on this year's World Series, playing around the world with the best women's teams.
Really high handing kick. Wow. So fierce right now.
The ball didn't quite pop up for China there as they had hoped, and a knock on, but they are deep in the Japan 22. So some great work there. Japan fighting for their lives here, but China in possession. China ripping this ball from left to right. Great wraparound there by Dodo. Chen Kei working hard to stay in field. Great work, moving the ball from right to left. And Gao, score of 5 tries in that semi-final, holds the ball up. And Chen Ying.
5 scores again for China, 10.2 now.
So some great work there, great angle of running there from Chen Ying.
She held the ball tightly. Now we still have 3.5 minutes.
And a great effort, but the score remains at 10-0. So Japan have had a fantastic weekend here, but they have run into this juggernaut that is the China women's sevens team. So we can expect another high hanging kick here.
Yes, expect high hanging kick. Ooh.
Well, and the ball evades everybody and bobbles into touch. Looks like it's come off a Japanese hand, and so will be a China throw. So no let up in the pressure whatsoever for this Japan team. But they may have just got their hands on this ball, and they get possession of the ball. Some great play here from Japan, who we must stress are also a fantastic team. Their women's team is also on the World 7 Series. So referee Craig Chan offering them a penalty in 2 different places. Coming back over to this left-hand touchline closest to the main grandstand. And Takahashi good carry into contact there. And no clear release from China, putting their hands on the floor beyond the ball.
Still have 1 minute.
So opting to take the kick to touch.
So now referee
So throw into the line out there, doubling round. Oh, and a really hard line there.
Yeah.
Some real committed play from the Japanese, and some really good hands here, asking some questions of this China defence. But no dent in the defensive shape of China so far. Great ball on the inside. Oh, and that is some fantastic play.
Goodness.
And Japan queuing up on the outside there, and Akita with a crucial score there.
Yeah.
Really asking some questions of China there. And with the kick to come, they've cut the deficit to 5 points.
10.
So the conversion is wide for Japan. So as we come into half-time, China 10, Japan 5. So both coaches will have plenty to say to their ladies teams here. So there's one of the initial tries in the first half for China, and then some great defensive work here from the Japanese, fighting for their lives. Some great work from both teams, some really precise play, but at the end there were plenty of women queuing up for Japan, showing a huge amount of ambition and courage to keep going. And that was the China second try, scored by Chen Ying. So at 10 points to 5, having scored the final try of the first half, I'm pretty sure the Japan ladies team will be buoyed, and coach Kanematsu will be happy with the way that they have finished that that first half. China now moving to the left-hand side of the screen and will be receiving the kickoff from Japan. So with 7 minutes to play, the gold medal is on the line. Referee Craig Chan starts the second half. And Japan come up with the ball. So they'll get the first opportunity to attack in this second half.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Good tackle there. So this Japan team, a really good line and a wraparound there. And Japan are in at the corner to level the scores. 10 apiece. And that has quietened down the crowd here at Hangzhou. We're here in the athletic stadium. But now they have been spurred into action. Many calls of Gai Yao. It was fantastic to hear them cheering the Hong Kong-China team in the men's gold medal match. And that is a very good kick, but is just to the left of the flag, or the left of the uprights. So Taniyama will now kick off, and after 8.5 minutes play so far in this game, we're all locked up at 10 points apiece. And a penalty as Japan guilty of knocking on the player in front playing the ball. China being asked some questions in this game, and they win a second penalty. And Yang Feifei trying to cheekily scoot away there, and it looks like China will call for the scrummage here. You can actually feel the tension in the crowd. It's like electric here in the stands. So Yang Feifei feeds the ball under a lot of pressure from her opposite number, and she scoots away. Dodo, good hands there. And Dodo gets the return pass. Showing her absolute class there. I think she feels she was taken a little bit high, but I think referee Craig Chan is happy enough with that. Great inside pass, wrapping around there, feinted to the outside, and then just relaxed and eased in, and caught one fair and square in the chops there. And Chen Kei-yi, it looks like referee Craig Chan is maybe asking the TMO if there's to be any further action there. Maybe considered a bit of a late shot. But I feel the Japanese player had all rights to try and do what they could to disrupt that. And I'm not sure if there's any question about the grounding of the ball. But he's certainly asking Chen Kei-yi to hold up with the conversion attempt, and the Japan players hoping upon hope. And the try is given. Oh, and it looks like a yellow card has been issued, and that will probably lead to the restart being a penalty from the halfway. So Chen Kei-yi, crucially and under pressure, nails the conversion. 17-10, China over Japan, who will now get to take a penalty on halfway. So they can ask for the scrummage, and they do. So crucially, the last few minutes of this second half, Japan will have to play with just 6 players. Yang Feifei gets the ball to Dodo. She gets the ball back in fields, but the assistant referee rules that that ball was in touch. Referee Craig Chan talking to the AR, and he's crucially given a penalty. Oh no, scrummage. Looked like he was raising an arm above his head, so it's a knock-on. And now Sujasaki from the Nagato Blue Angels comes on at prop. And a change at halfback. Kang Tian. So a slender 7-point lead with under 2 minutes to go. So the ball bouncing and skipper Dodo takes the ball. China come back to this blind side. Joe steps in field. Some great handling here. Dodo showing some feet. China move the ball to the left now. Yan Meiling strides through the first tackle, but holding on the floor there. Referee Craig Chan awards the penalty to Japan. Just about
1 minute.
a minute to go, and fresh legs for Japan. Takahashi coming back onto the field, and Ishida. So Japan need at least one converted score to bring the scores level and force extra time. China, for the time being, holding their shape. Some good footwork there. And China standing firm, bouncing out, everybody on their feet, pressing this Japan line, and a good ball on the inside. Japan keeping this ball alive, dancing in and out. Sujasaki recovers the ball, and she's forced to go for it. Steps inside, and a great tackle, and there's a penalty coming for Japan, and a yellow card. This could be crucial.
Yes.
Zhou Yan. So Japan are back to the full complement, 7 strong. China now have to defend for their lives with 6 people. The stadium clock is out. Sujasaki reaches the line, and wide out, and a really good score wide out from number 17, Gao. It means that this conversion has to go over. She has kicked well all game, in fact all weekend. Oh, and it is a fantastic kick, and it is over. 17 all.
17 all.
What a final we are being treated to. And referee Craig Chan had already told them that there would be a restart. So everything hanging on this restart kick. High hanging, and China takes the ball. China in possession, but with 80 metres to go, cannot afford to give this ball up. Chen Kai. China have known this pressure, and there she is. China skipper Dodo. And an absolutely phenomenal end to this gold medal match, and so fitting that Dodo, the China skipper, scores a fantastic score from deep inside her own half, and Chen Kai-yi nails it, and the crowd goes wild.
24.
So 24-17, a fantastic game for a gold medal match. Japan absolutely played their full part in what was a pulsating final and a pulsating 2 days of rugby. So we say a big thank you. Molly, if you just want to say goodbye to the fans at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's live streaming. I'm so happy to spend time with you guys together. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you, my partner,
and
Cookie.
Thank you, Molly. And that is a fantastic 2 days of rugby. China women running out gold medal winners, and in the men's, Hong Kong, China taking out the gold. A repeat of the results from round 1 in Korea. So a big thank you to all of us here in Hangzhou, China.
Yeah, congratulations, China.